Yo, everybody. Welcome back to another Dokkan battle video. This is KirigayaMarc, or you guys can call me Mark. And today we're going to go against the cooler movie bosses red zone here. So let's do a little brief overview, right? So, I kind of want to be funny, right? I brought the Heroes team for the first run here, and let's just say it didn't go too well, I would say. So the Heroes team here, this is like a medium, like a middling, like red zone stage, right? So I'm thinking, oh, like the Heroes team, they could at least handle this, right? And I brought Physical Vegito because I don't even know why I brought Physical Vegito. For some odd reason, I thought I was fighting the cooler from the from the Wicked Bloodline, but this is a different cooler, right? So he doesn't end, and I don't even know why I brought him, to be honest. Anyway, you saw Pan there. She got bulldozed. She got disintegrated. She took explosive damage because she didn't dodge. So anyway, right, so like in this spot, right? So these minions are easy, but like we just got crushed. Like I know Vegeta, he's a slot 2 character. He gets most of his defense on super. So I'm thinking, oh, let me put Vegeta on slot 1. He has a high chance to counter beam super attacks, and I think like Naze in the back, like back there, he does a beam super attack. So I'm like, okay, hopefully Vegeta counters, and obviously he doesn't counter, and then we explode pretty much, right? So that was the Heroes team. They just got disintegrated. So I just say, what, screw this, man. Let's we're fighting against STR Cooler, so let's just use the STR Cooler team, right? So this is kind of overkill, to be honest, but I just said screw it, and let's just use the STR Cooler team, right? So let's talk about the minions again, right? So the minions, they're nothing too crazy. Obviously, the last run would say otherwise, but the minions, they're not too crazy. I think if you have a really decent team, a real team. If you have a real team, or like a pretty good, decent team, you're not going to struggle against the minions like whatsoever. It's really just supposed to be a warm-up, and that's it. These minions are like really nothing too crazy. They can do a lot of damage, but it's just nothing too crazy. The minions down the line against the other red zone, like the movie bosses red zones, like Bojack, his minions can be pretty tough, but these minions are nothing really too crazy here. So let's talk about the STR Cooler. Like that's the boss after this stage here. So STR Cooler, he can do a little bit of damage, but he doesn't have any special gimmicks. He's nothing really too crazy. He's nothing hard to deal with. You can easily counter him with like pretty much just like strong units, right? Like this STR Final Form Cooler that I'm using, like he just destroys STR Cooler. Like it's kind of hilarious, to be honest. But so STR Cooler, there's really nothing too much to talk about. Well, this STR Cooler right here against the minions here, he gets his full passive because you can debuff. Through attack or defense, he can triple super and stuff like that. Against the first phase here, but like I said, that STR Cooler that we're about to go against here in a second, he's nothing too crazy, nothing to really talk about. So let's move on to the Physical Cooler, the final stage of this fight here. So when it comes to the Physical Cooler, so he's a countdown super attack, right? So I think it's every 2 turns. So, the first turn he'll count down, and then the end of the second turn he will launch his devastating super attack, right? His super attack does around 1,000,000 damage. I forgot to mention the STR Cooler, his super attack is between 600 and 800k damage. That's what the STR Cooler super attack is. This cooler right here. So the Physical Cooler, his countdown super attack is it's pretty much 1,000,000 damage, pretty much. So you just want to make sure that whatever the last slot, if he's attacking slot 3, you want to make sure you have your best defensive unit in that slot, or like type advantage or anything like that. If you think you're gonna actually get hit in that slot, because you're pretty much gonna die if you don't have a good defensive unit or somebody that can tank his super attack, right? So Other than that, he does not super attack prior to the countdown, so that's all it is normal attacks and then the countdown. Now his normals can hit pretty hard. I think his normals is like 400k or like 350k. It's like around that. So you want to make sure that you can actually like tank his normals and stuff. But like I said, this SR Cooler team just destroys the final form Cooler, right? Like he doesn't even get to launch his attack because he just gets disintegrated, right? So that pretty much covers this Cooler fight. Like I said, it's nothing too crazy. The other fights later down the line can, you know, put in a lot of work. But this fight is, like I said, another middling red zone stage here from elite bosses. And you know, this was a pretty easy no item run, even though I went overkill. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. So happy hunting and good luck with red zone, guys. Peace.